Hello everyone. This is Oni, and today for you, I have a review for Dadish. Now this is a little retro um, inspired platformer um, that was created by an indie developer known as Thomas K. Young. It saw a initial release in February 2020, and then um, scattered releases on PC and other uh, consoles later throughout 2020 and 2021. Um, Now, as usual, there's going to be some random footage of me playing while I go through the review, so if you watch, I hope you enjoy. Now, let's say we just get into this, shall we? Dadish is deciding to have a nice peaceful nap one day when suddenly all of his children leave the house and go missing. So he has to wake up and explore the world to find, in his own words, his stupid children. This sets the precedence for the game, and there's quite a few laughs and challenging platforming that I was not ready for when I started. At the end of every level, when you find one of your long-lost radish children, you get a funny one-liner about something absolutely random, which I loved. Especially with being a father myself, I could feel Dadish's pain, because these are easily conversations I'd have with my own child. At the end of one level, one of the children says they're enjoying their day at the beach, even though they're on a frozen mountain. I had a good little laugh about that one. It felt organic and pure, as if the creator had a child themselves. The game consists of about 50 short and sweet levels. None took longer than 5 minutes, depending how many times I died, I suppose, and were all fun in their own right. At first, the levels were super simple and I was blasting through them. Eventually, they added little stars you could get for extra challenges, and more traps and dangers you needed to avoid. I loved this, as it actually really tested my platforming skills, and wasn't completely mindless. Some levels are quite challenging, but also have a checkpoint in them, which will really save you as you die and die again, trying to get past that next little obstacle. At the end of each of the 5 worlds, there is a boss that you have to beat. Each of these bosses are all silly little fast food items, like pizza, or burgers, or even french fries. They all prattle on about how they're the henchmen of the big bad boy, and here you are, a radish, just trying to find his children so he can ground them. Oh, how it must feel to be beaten by a radish. Some of these fights were honestly a bit annoying though, as most of them required me to hit a button which caused a trap to be activated, which I had to hope would actually hit the boss. It wasn't exactly skill dependent, I just had to worry about staying alive is all. Though the consistency of hits is off for some of the bosses. Some took 3 hits to kill, some took 4. It was all a little weird. The one thing I didn't really like is that the game has a cute but simple world map to it. You wouldn't know that there was a world map though if you beat it all in one sitting, because once you beat a level, you're automatically in the next. I found myself sometimes quitting levels just to see the straight line that I was advancing on. I will say, it was awesome that there were Super Mario Bros. 3 sound effects and Kirby effects in the game too. I noticed the noises when I started or beat a level. It helped really push the feeling of nostalgia that the creator was pushing for. Unless I'm crazy and it wasn't a nostalgia push and they just really liked the noises. I really enjoyed this little platformer. It wasn't too deep, and it wasn't too serious for itself. Though it could have had a few more mechanics thrown into it, and a better world map, this was a good little entry to a hopefully fun little series. Plus, it was nice and short. And that's why I'm giving Dadish a 7 out of 10. Now, I hope you liked this review, and if you watched the gameplay, I hope you liked the gameplay. Um, Turns out, actually, when you beat the game, you get a mode called Possum Mode, which just turns you into a possum. And instead of finding your children, you just find other possums to scream at. It's kind of funny, but it really doesn't change anything. Anyway. If you want to keep up to date with with everything I do, the link is in the description down below to my Twitter. I guess I should mention that. Um, if you'd like to join the Node Gamers Discord channel to talk about this review or other reviews or just games in general or life, it is in the link in the description down below. If you'd like to read the written article from where this work is pulled from, that is also in the description down below. So, everyone, I hope you have a good morning, a good afternoon, and a good night. And until next time, goodbye!